Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair have been exposed. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how they've been exposed, why they've been exposed, and why it's so significant, and why it's not exactly what you think. Look, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, they have been a tag team since earlier this year, and they have done great things. I have praised WWE for this pairing. I think this is a perfect pairing for both. You have Bianca Belair, who is a top star for the company. Yet, she does not need to be in a women's championship situation or a title contender week in, week out. That will get repetitive and that will get a little bit stale because you can't just always win or lose championships, right? You got to do stuff in between. Jade Cargill, she is still getting used to the dang thing here in WWE since signing with the company last year after having a notable run in AEW. And how you were going to position Jade Cargill in WWE was such a driving force. But what they've been able to do with her and Bianca, it's been a lot of fun, right? They've had their run as tag team champions. They've been used prominently week in, week out on television as a driving force, yet they've been able to continuously keep these stars alive and thriving and growing, and we've been able to see more of Bianca Belair. And we've been able to see more of what Jade Cargill has been able to do, both in a promo sense and in-ring ability. And I think as time has gone on, what I and a lot of people believe, which is Jade Cargill not being this weak link. There was this narrative that, okay, well, she was a Goldberg knockoff in AEW and that she would be absolutely exposed in WWE in regards to her in-ring ability and her promo ability, and I don't think that's the case. I think Jade Cargill has been able to follow the path in which Triple H and WWE officials have laid out for her. She's followed it to a T, she's executed it very well, and she has actually improved since joining WWE across those two boards, right? She has charisma, just like Bianca Belair. When you have those two character traits, it's hard to screw it up, and it's hard to not let them thrive. And I think Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, they've done that very well. In regards to whether or not they've been quote-unquote exposed, I think you have to look at it like this. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, they've thrived at it as a tag team, and this is something that Jade Cargill recently spoke about in an interview, and that's the topic of today's video, because while speaking with SE Scoops, she spoke about her tag team with Bianca Belair. And she talked about how their friendship has really helped their tag team. She said, it's just natural. I feel like we've known each other for a long time. It's like peanut butter and jelly. It's like we have similar experiences in a different way. The chemistry just comes off naturally. It wasn't anything forced. And here's where I really want to get into it. She talked about what makes them up. She said, at the core, we're athletes, so we are always wanting to one-up one another, right? That's what makes our tag team one of one. And while we're out there and doing things that we're doing nothing but wanting to elevate the women's division. So I'm sure some of you are still asking, so how have they been exposed? Well, that's the key part. In regards to their tag team, it is natural, and for them to be like peanut butter and jelly. They have the same experiences, but in a different way, and that their chemistry has come off natural. Nothing has been forced, right? They always want to get better. They're athletes. They're always competitive. They've been exposed because of their natural driven personas. That is what has exposed them. That is what the secret sauce, not only behind their tag team, but as well as Bianca Belair's success and Jade Cargill's success, right? If you go back, Jade Cargill, she made her WWE debut at the Royal Rumble by competing in the women's Royal Rumble match. There was a tease between Bianca and Jade, and everyone's like, oh, here we go. And we haven't gotten that match yet. We will. Don't freak. We will eventually get that match. It's going to be an epic match. But until then, honestly, I'm good with them being a tag team. They've done a very, very good job with it being Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, and this was one of the reasons I wanted to make this video, which was, if you look at them at their core, they bring personas and success and move sets and all of these abilities, all of these gifted things, where on their own, they're superstars, right? We always talk about stars, superstars, megastars. So those are my three categories in which you define a wrestler. They're already superstars because of their charisma and because of what they bring from a presentation standpoint. Bianca Belair, though, she is this lovable babyface that you just want to see succeed. She's really good on the mic, and she's excellent in the ring. She's one of the best in-ring workers today. Jade Cargill, she's been able to show you that she can cut promos, something in which you did not get to see very often in AEW, right? They had Stokely Hathaway with her for the longest time. And she was booked in somewhat mostly one-sided squash matches all the time. Fans didn't get to see her go in there and work and sell and everything like that. Now, I understand her matches with Chris Statlander, those were different, especially her farewell match. It's been a different dynamic, though, with her in WWE compared to AEW. And so when you bring in everything that I just mentioned with these stars and you put them together as a tag team, it's unique because since the titles were created, the women's tag team titles, they haven't been necessarily seen as like the top of the top in terms of the pecking order of importance in WWE, regardless of Vince McMahon booking or Triple H booking. And it's rare to see a women's tag team not only be pushed as heavily as Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair have as champions, but more importantly and more notably, when they're not champions, they're still consistently getting booked in a high-profile way.
WrestleSTAR
and I think
fam,
that is important to their success.
A few news and notes here. First of all, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. Also, if you would like to further support the channel and my family, please consider dropping some money on a membership, subscribing to that. You'll get additional content. There's a bunch of awesome perks out there, including members-only videos, which I highly recommend you go and check out. Also, if you are looking for some sweet pro wrestling merch, down in the description below, I have a link with some 2 sweet promo codes, including free shipping. All that information down in the description below. Thank you so much for changing my life, my family's life, and supporting the channel. And I will see y'all in the next video.